Well, good morning, everyone. It's 9:47 a.m. here where I live, and I just wanted to share that I just came from working out. I woke up at 7, and I had gone to sleep at 2 a.m. in the morning, but who cares, right? I mean, it doesn't really matter how much you sleep. I mean, it does, but sometimes you just have to sleep little or not enough. You won't sleep enough, but that's okay. You know, just just like sometimes you won't eat enough, just like sometimes you won't rest enough. In it is the same that sometimes you rest more than enough, just like other times you eat more than enough, and more often than not you sleep more than you should too. So you have to balance it out. Sometimes you sleep a lot, sometimes you sleep less. It would be better to be consistent, but that is very hard. It's something that very few people can accomplish. And even though a lot of them say, yeah, it's all about the mentality that you have, and this and that, and you need to have a strong will. You either have it or you don't, and blah blah blah. That's all just lies. They're just lying to themselves to make themselves feel better about themselves, to feel better about life, to give themselves hope that someday they might do something, that someday they might become someone. But that's not how it works. To actually become someone, you have to do stuff. You have to actually do something. You cannot just think about it and do it. You know, like when you see in the movies, in action movies, you see this guy kicking ass and stuff. And yeah, I bet every guy out there, including myself, thinks like I could do that. And I start imagining, oh my God, I can kick 3 meters up in the air. I can kick this guy and send him flying through 5 walls. You know, anyone can imagine that, but actually doing it, it's a different thing. Only, you know, like nobody can do that. Almost nobody. Maybe 1 in a million or 1 in a billion. It's a very few select people can actually do that. So yeah, just imagining something doesn't mean you're actually doing it. So just because you imagine you're gonna study doesn't mean you actually study. Just because you read about topics, you know, just because you read about how to gain weight or how to, yeah, some people like to gain weight, you know, in muscle, or just actually gain weight because they're just skinny. But mostly how to lose weight doesn't mean you're actually going to lose weight. You know, you're just reading about it, you're not doing anything. Or just because you see a motivational movie, it might get you motivated for 5 seconds, but after that you'll go back to the same routine. So always break that routine. The mind is in this neutral mode where it does the same thing every day over and over again. It becomes repetitive, it becomes a habit, it becomes a system. And then when you get out of that system, when you break it, it feels weird, it feels awkward. You will feel like you're doing something wrong. You will feel very different from the rest. You will start noticing other people. And that's when you're onto something. That's when you can say you're actually doing something with your life. I'm not saying I am doing it. That's not what I'm saying. Just in case some people out there think that's what I'm saying, because I've noticed I've noticed other people at the gym. For example, there's a big guy working out, right? He might not even be big, but he's just strong, a little bit chubby, you know. He's just strong and chubby, so he's not defined or anything, but he's just lifting not a lot of weight. And you hear people talking about him. You hear guys in a couple machines over saying like, oh, look at that guy, he's showing off. He thinks he's better than the rest of us, and the other guy, he's just working out. He's doing what what everyone else is going to the gym for, to work out. He's not even saying anything to anyone. He's not flexing in front of the mirror. He's not flexing. He's not grunting. He's not crying. I don't know. I don't know what some people do at the gym. They do crazy things, but he's just working out. He might sigh. He might be trying to catch his breath, but that's what he's doing. And there's these other guys talking shit about him just because they know he's better than them, but he's not even thinking that. He's just like, I'm just gonna work out. I don't care about other people. That's how everyone should be. They should mind their own business. Don't be around talking crap about people behind their backs just because you're jealous about them. But I guess I used to be like that. I bet I was. I cannot remember an exact moment where I said something like that, but I'm sure I must have done it. So that's all I wanted to share with you today. And just to remind you to stay positive, keep motivating yourself to become a better person every day, and I'll see you soon.